All right, welcome Warcraft 2 fans to today's commentary. It's going to be a 2v2 U83 out of 3P allying Mystical versus Alfred and Angelfire. Today's episode brought to you by Heilmann's Pure, Genuine Old Style Classic Lager. Sparklingly pure spring water used in every single old style since 1902. So if you didn't know, well, now you know. Heilmann's Old Style is the best that a man could possibly get for lager. U83IO3P going to be allying Mystical inside of this game. You can check out all of U83IO3P's Warcraft 2 videos. This current date for this game would be 5.3.2023, March 5th. In their weird European way of typing dates. And lo and behold, it's either Angelfire or Alfred building in U83IO3P's base. What are you doing? He says. It's my base, says Alfred. Ooh, Alfred, one of the great Warcraft 2 players out there. Known to ally U83IO3P in many a championship, so gonna be interesting to see who wins this. Cake 420 says, I don't forgot what he said, but he did say something cool. And that's that. U83IO3P gets his first tower up, but not his second. And it looks like Alfred actually has 2 towers to U83IO3P's first tower. Now he's going to send some peons in here and hopefully for him kill this first tower, but he's running quickly out of time as the quick race to kill the enemy peons. And a third tower now from Alfred. This is going to be a very close game, but Alfred's tower already up and assaulting these peons. So now it looks like U83IO3P maybe out of this game. And it could be just simply set to watching the game. Doesn't have a whole lot of options here as Alfred's first and second tower are able to kill this tower from U83IO3P, and then there's the third tower, and now U83IO3P out of this game. Gonna be limited to watching the game, so thank gosh that we're gonna be able to actually watch a game here, not from the gameplay perspective. You want for ooh, burn, sick burn. You can take it, he says. Says Alfred. Alfred, such a nice guy. Gonna allow him to take 4. But U83IO3P going to decline that offer. Doesn't want to. Doesn't want to be minimized to such a small role in the Warcraft universe. And rather be watching, I think. And Red Dodger. I wonder why these names are above these units here in Warcraft 2. Perhaps every peon has a name, so when every single peon dies, that U83IO3P is able to write their families. Maybe that's the reason why. He's going to set up a tower here. It's going to be a pretty awesome defense here from U83IO3P. Trying to grab the life by the horns and get himself back in this game. Will he be successful? Doesn't have too many options on the table. And he's going to keep on trucking. No town hall, no opportunity to advance in this game. Meanwhile, ooh, it's a S9 versus 2. So the odds are that U83IO3P will actually win this game as Angelfire versus Mystical. When Angelfire is the small 9 position, is quite a bit of a disadvantageous position for Angelfire. But Angelfire could make a big comeback. U83 out of 3 says, I have one grunt of 4, please. Just one, and kill him. Ha 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 ha. That's what U83 IO3P is hoping here. But there's peons running about and about on the map. And will Alfred survive this game, or will it be simply a U83 IO3P massacre? As here comes the grunts from Angelfire. Nice wall off there. Gonna quickly prevent these grunts from moving forward into this base, and he's gonna build himself yet another wall. Good stuff from Yeti3 IO3P in this wiki Warcraft 2 presentation. But it looks like somebody's grabbing bags of gold, even if they're mining from 4. I think that Alfred took 4 for himself, and here comes the grunt. OMG, that's gonna be a G, ladies and gentlemen, as the grunts come pouring in. Will the peons fight back? Not very well, they won't, and one peon makes it away. He's trying to escape, and not gonna happen, as one farm, the last farm. Will he be turned to obs, or will he... Oh... And he did, in fact, obs. So now we could be able to watch this game here. As we see over here, this is Mystical versus Angelfire. And Alfred, it does seem like Mystical is going to try to take Alfred out of the game very quickly here. But he's going to be meeting with some opposition, as Alfred is no noob. He easily can defend such things as this. The grunts do come up pouring in. 2 towers versus a heck of a lot of grunts. But the defense from Alfred, interstellar, planetary, awesome. And here comes the relieving grunts from Angelfire. Able to make this a 2v1, but no problem for a player like Alfred, who quickly goes up to tier number 2. Angelfire already mined out his small 9 position. Gonna need to find some gold mining action elsewhere, and that is gonna leave Alfred and Angelfire in a precarious position, as Mystical, one of the great Warcraft 2 players, very well known for his wiki Warcraft 2 awesomeness. Him and Paperboy, hailing from California. Mystical specifically getting married not too long ago, and Paperboy being one of his best men. Wow, what a wedding. I wish I could have attended. And he's going up to tier number 3. Meanwhile, Angelfire, one of also the great Warcraft 2 players. We've been with him through his accident, through his paralyzation, through his company sticking behind him and staying really with him. And now he is moving on up in that company. Great news from Angelfire, and his Warcraft 2 abilities have been improving, skyrocketing, I should say, exponentially. So he's going to go on and take that 6 o'clock position. And meanwhile, here comes the Warcraft 2 attack. Wow, U83 doesn't matter. Elf, he's talking smack to Elf. Looks like my ally's got it better than your ally. And he's getting some 3 towers down here, but what's he gonna do against these barracks? There's gonna be a tower being erected. He said erection. And then definitely gonna be defended off here, as the many grunts come pouring down. Already the defenses are up and at them. Too little, too late. Will these grunts assault this position? I believe it says Alfred, who is very believing. You shouldn't believe it, because the combined power of Angelfire and Alfred just might be able to knock out Mystical of this wiki Warcraft 2 community. Once again, today's episode brought to you by Mystical and Heilman's Old Style, the classic, premium, pure, genuine, old world methods of brewing the old style classic lager. Established in 1902, they do brew the Colt 45 as well. So if you don't have the big bucks to buy Heilman's old style, then perhaps you might want to go for a Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. Baby, that's all you need. You can go to the park after dark and smoke that tumbleweed. So Bloodlusted Ogre is ready to knock Alfred out of the game. Looks like Mystical wants to make this a 1v1 rather than a 2v1. And some pal-free defenses here from Alfred. Able to defend off those Bloodlusted Ogres? Maybe not. Tier number 2 still here from Angelfire, who has now decided to gather himself a third expansion, or third base, I should say, up at the 11 o'clock spot. Now here comes those Bloodlusted Ogres ready to bash down the door, and they're not even knocking. They're just bashing the door down and coming right inside. Here comes the town hall, the first victim. Will it be repaired in time? Many a peon's not even trying to repair. It's the farm is the actual victim. Here comes the re-wall, but so many ogres bashing away at everything there is here today. But the re-walls are so spectacular, as Alfred continuously re-walls every little thing. But no, the Bloodlusted Ogres come bashing in, and this is gonna be a GG for Alfred, as U83IO3 bears witness to Mystical bashing Alfred's face in with Bloodlusted Ogres, baby. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. Wiki, 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 Warcraft 2. But meanwhile, tier number 3, just a few minutes away from our hero Angelfire, who is quickly catching back up to Mystical. Has Alfred bought him enough time? A large group of peons transferring here to the 2 o'clock position. A huge Bloodlusted Ogre army moving on down to that 6 o'clock spot, and Mystical with his multiple angle attack at the 6 o'clock, at the small 9 o'clock, quickly burning down the house, killing every single one of these guard towers, and shutting down the gold flow at that 6 o'clock spot. Has he done it? Has he done the 2v1 that was expected of him earlier on in this game? Or will Angelfire quickly come back and trounce Mystical in this wiki Warcraft 2 game? Tier number 3 has arrived for Angelfire, but Mystical, Johnny on the spot, quickly able to attack, and this might just be a GG, ladies and gentlemen, has Mystical completely unimpaired in his mining at the 12 o'clock spot and shutting down not only that 9 o'clock spot, but also any future opportunities for Bloodlust. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. I want to thank my sponsor, Heilman's, for producing the best darn cerveza that ever walked the earth or ever was heard of. This is wiki Warcraft 2. Alright, looks like actually Angelfire able to start mining here at the 6 o'clock spot. There are some ogres on their way to put an end to that shenanigans, but it could be what he needs to pull himself back into this game, as he is now reproducing his Altar of Storms at the 11 o'clock spot. Bloodlusted Ogres making their way into that 6 o'clock spot, but there's a cannon tower and 3 guard towers, so should not be enough to shut the 6 o'clock down. So ogres making their way to dispel these, and just one ogre away with just a few hit points, and more ogres on their way down, but Bloodlust could have arrived by this time. Cake 420 says his Smurf. Why, thank you, Cake 420. Ha 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 ha. Oh, he's such a good Warcraft 2 player, always with the comments down there. Spencer Guffrey says myst thinks he thinks his lone Swift or lone probably. Wow. Spencer Guffrey I should say. Wow, what a Warcraft 2 superstar. Spencer Guffey also says yellow ally might send four grunts in. Wow. I know Spencer Guffey and Lenny17777. Spencer. Alright. that's it for me. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I wanted to say a special thanks to Spencer Guffey for commenting on the video on this. Waka waka waka. Let's see what else he's got to say. I quit for a bit when BNS first started, says Spencer Guffey. He also says, what's your most known AKA? He also says, Zone was cool, never been on Heat. Oh, okay, nice. What server did you used to play on? Boy, Spencer Guffey is really talking a lot here in this wiki Warcraft 2 extravaganza. Only mentally, not physically. Wow, Spencer Guffey just doesn't shut his mouth. He is such a Warcraft 2 nerd. He's got the beautiful family. Great job on his military service. Spencer Guffey, big leader of absolute synergy. His name is Spencer Guffey. Here comes the battle as 3 bases actually starting to come into their comeuppance as Angelfire refuses to die in this Warcraft 2 game. Mystical thought he had the game GG'd up, but no, that 11 o'clock just bringing in the bags of gold, and now ogres are bloodlusted on the side of Angelfire, and it looks like it's gonna be more than just a quick GG from our hero Mystical, who needs to pull himself back up by his britches, get himself back into this game, and get his game face on, which he's quickly doing, with 2 hasted DKs sent on their way up to the 11 o'clock spot. 1 to deny the mining, 1 to deny the defenses, and he's gonna quickly shut down this 11 o'clock threat. Wow, what a wiki Warcraft 2 extravaganza that you are bearing witness to, brought to you by Heilman's Old Style. So Mystical wants to take the middle of the map. He wants to shut down any kind of possibility he might lose this game. And with those 450,000 gold ducats in each of those gold mines, he will surely have the advantage. But here comes a sneaky Death Knight up to the 2 o'clock spot, and he completely annihilates all of the mining at the 12 o'clock spot. Angelfire has just pulled himself back into this game, made it on even terms, and now I don't know who's gonna win. You thought you had a winner, but you better check again, because Angelfire has just DK'd the entire mining operation at the 12 o'clock spot, and there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of mining from Mystical now, as Angelfire is about to suffer the same to his 11 o'clock spot, but he holds this 6 o'clock spot. And will this DK even make it? Yes, he will indeed. A couple of peons pulled and a couple of DKs there to quickly death and decay or dispel that DK, so not a whole lot of peons lost actually, and Angelfire is looking pretty sparkling awesome inside this wiki Warcraft 2 game. Still don't know who's going to win, so it looks like he's going after the production. Mystical deciding to change tactics, go after the production of Angelfire as well as the mining, sending a couple DKs down here to do a lot of damage. And in response to that, what will Angelfire do? He sends it to the middle of the map, wants his bloodlusted ogres to deny any kind of mining here at the middle of the map. What a nail biter, what a game. And was that was that Alfred trying to carry himself back in the game? Nice tower, Alf says. U83 IO3P. Nice base, says U8. Ooh, sick burn, as Alfred and U83 IO3P. Both been knocked out of where? Ouch. Both been knocked out of the game. And bloodlusted, oh god. Gonna be sent down there. So Mystical still has decided to grab life by the horns and attack this 6 o'clock spot, deny that 11 o'clock spot of mining. And his middle has been quite suffering because of this. So Mystical might actually lose this game, even though his opponent doesn't seem to be mining a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of gold in that 12 o'clock spot, and Bloodlusted Ogres seem to be walking unimpaired in the middle of the map. But here comes Mystical deciding to put an end to that with 3 DKs and 6 Bloodlusted Ogres heading on towards that middle of the map, then shutting down any kind of mining here. This game still a nail biter, still undecided, and still is Heileman's the old style, the best of the best of the best cerveza a man can get. So make sure you guys go out there and try it. If you haven't tried it, I feel sorry for you because you don't know what good cerveza or lagers are. Here comes Bloodlusted Ogres towards that 11 o'clock spot. Gonna clean up some DKs that were sitting there, but the DKs aren't gonna go on fighting, and actually this could end the game quickly if they move, but there's a nice wall off here from the opponent, Angelfire, as Mystical wishes he could end the game quickly, but he still has problems shutting down the entire operation of Angelfire. Angelfire, one of the Wiki Warcraft 2 greats. And this is not going to be the easy peasy game he thought it was, or will it? Here comes the bust in, and now Angelfire in trouble as Mystical annihilates that 11 o'clock position, busting on in there with Bloodlusted Ogres. He still has the middle to mine from. And meanwhile, the 6 o'clock spot doesn't look like a whole lot of. Alfred's going to leave the game. That's going to be a GG, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. Tune in next time when we have another Wiki Warcraft 2 extravaganza. Brought to you by the X-Man Ert, by Troglart, by TK from Clan Absolute Synergy, and of course, Spencer Guffey. I hope your family's doing very well. Peace out, homies. Wiki, Warcraft 2. Peace out.